Authorities investigating yet another shots fired incident in Scottsbluff. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Scottsbluff police say no one was injured in a gunfire incident this extended holiday weekend. Now, Scottsbluff police say officers were called to the area of the 1700 block of 6th Avenue in reference to reports of gunshots about 7:20 p.m. Friday night. Sergeant Stephen Lopez says the investigation found that a house and vehicle had been struck by bullets with no injuries reported, and evidence was collected from the scene in what was called not to be a random event. Sergeant Lopez also said 2 calls in the early morning hours of Thursday in regards to gunshots in the East Overland area are also being investigated, but he did not say if they were related. The Scottsbluff Police Department requests the public to contact Crime Stoppers at 632-STOP with any pertinent information related to the incident. Well, the chair of the legislature's Appropriations Committee is expecting several issues to have an impact during the upcoming legislative session next year, mainly dealing with funding. Senator John Stinner of Gering says one of the bigger considerations is how to keep base salaries in areas such as healthcare and prisons competitive with other states, some steps of which have already been taken. Stinner says that issue is just one indication that inflation will have an impact on adjustments to the biennial budget.
You know, we've kind of walked through a 2% environment. In fact, if you take a look at wages over a 60, 70, 80-year period of time, you'll find out that the average is about 3.5. We've been running at 2 since 2000 to 2020. So inflation's there. It's a real deal. It might be a one-time adjustment. This looks like this adjustment's going to be in the 70 to 80 million category. We'll see how those numbers actually work.
Stinner says the other issue that will take up a lot of debate is how to handle the ARPA funds coming from the federal government. While $260 million will be received while lawmakers are still in session, Stinner said the other half will come after the legislature adjourns, meaning there will need to be some advanced planning to make sure that money gets to where it can be spent by deadlines set by Congress. Stinner made the remarks during last week's pre-legislative breakfast, which was sponsored by the Government Affairs Committee of the Scottsbluff-Gering Chamber of Commerce. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, you don't have to be like a tortoise and carry your home on your back. They have mortgage experts that can help you finance the home that's perfect for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer looking for your next home or simply want to refinance the home you're in, the experienced lenders at Platte Valley Bank are there to help. Contact them at pvbank.com or call and visit with one of the mortgage experts to take advantage of great rates at Platte Valley Bank.
Welcome back. A 39-year-old Gering woman has been sentenced to prison after being convicted in 3 drug-related cases in Scottsbluff County District Court. Earlier this month, Paula Dorador was sentenced to a total of 5 to 7 years in prison after she was found guilty on 6 felony charges, including 3 for meth distribution. Among the charges, Dorador was caught selling meth to a CI on 3 separate occasions between August 2020 and February of this year. Sticking with the courts now, as a Scottsbluff man involved in a violent altercation this spring has learned his fate. Back in May, Albert Cornelius was involved in a physical disturbance on 16th Avenue. When police arrived, Cornelius became combative, threatened to kill officers, and even spat blood in their face. This month in district court, Cornelius was sentenced after pleading no contest to charges including third-degree assault on an officer, assault with a bodily fluid, and resisting arrest. District Court Judge Leo Dobrovolny sentenced Cornelius to a total of 3 to 5 years in prison. And a Chicago man has been busted by Nebraska state troopers following a traffic stop near Kimball on Interstate 80. Li Ming Yang was caught speeding, and during the traffic stop, the trooper detected the odor of marijuana coming from the vehicle. A search of the vehicle revealed 78 pounds of marijuana contained in vacuum-sealed packages in the trunk. Yang is facing charges of distribution of a controlled substance and possession of marijuana more than 1 pound. His arraignment has been set for December 22nd in Kimball County Court. Well, straight ahead, gorgeous weather today. How long will it last? Bill Boyer's got your full week forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
A community is connections, friends, family, schools, teams. At Allo, we're honored to be a part of your community. As members of the community, we're committed to ensuring people stay connected to the services they need. That's why we're participating in the FCC's Emergency Broadband Benefit Program. We're providing low and no-cost broadband to qualifying community members. Go to allofiber.com/EBB to learn more.
Make a great investment this Black Friday. Renewal by Anderson's awesome Black Friday event is backed by popular demand. Don't wait another day. This is incredible. 20% off every window plus a Visa gift card up to $1,500. No money down, no interest, no payments for 18 months. You don't pay a dime until 2023. Make a fantastic investment. Act fast. This incredible offer runs from Black Friday, November 26th through December 10th only. But don't wait. Book your free estimate right now at rbawyoming.com. Renewal by Anderson's Black Friday sale is back.
My name is Angela and I'm with Langer Industrial Services. There's a huge technology part in metal, just with all the programs we use, running the scale and paying people, all the software. He does 24/7 ransomware monitoring, making sure the programs run smoothly, making sure everything's running properly. So it's nice to have Jeremy there to call when things go wrong. He's always there right away. He's, within 30 minutes he shows up.
ERH Technology Solutions. We make technology work for you.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, it's going to be very clear across the area tonight. Not much going on, mostly clear skies. Temps fall down into the 40s and eventually the 30s. Still well above normal as we remain very calm out there, at least in terms of any kind of storm systems. We'll be breezy at times. Mild to warm temperatures are going to be around all week. There will be some record highs probably in store before we get to the middle part of next week, before we really see a change coming in our weather pattern. Taking a look at yesterday, we hit 68 degrees for a high. Important things to note here. Normal high this time of year, 46 degrees. That is our normal high, and record highs this time of year right around that 70-degree mark. So we were flirting with that yesterday, and I think we'll hit some records later on this week. Nothing in the rain gauge yesterday, well below normal for the month and year. Take a look at this stretch we've been on. The one outlier falls one day there, and that is on Wednesday the 17th. We had a high of just 41 degrees, which was about 10 degrees below normal at the time. Otherwise, we've had high temperatures anywhere from just a couple of degrees above normal, some days 15, 20, 25 degrees above normal for high temperatures. It has been a long stretch of above normal temps, and we're going to stay that way. Remember, normal highs in the mid-40s this time of year, so we're going to be above that for the next several days. In the 40s and 50s right now, most of us in the 50s here across the region, is we have pretty quiet weather conditions out there. Winds not too bad, under 10 miles an hour, and winds gusting less than that as well, so no issues to be concerned with out there. As we look at the bus stop forecast tomorrow, getting on the bus with partly cloudy skies, heading out to school, probably going to be only in the low 30s. That's it. On the way home, upper 50s with partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow looks like a very nice day as well, and we're looking at not quite as warm as today, but still temps that are well above normal, so certainly splitting hairs out there. Put Futurecast into motion. You could see some rain shower activity off to the north of us in the northern portions of the Panhandle, sliding into the Sandhills late tonight into early tomorrow morning. There is a little system that's coming through, and that's going to drop temps a little bit tomorrow. High overnight lows right down around that freezing mark. Some areas may not fall below 40 overnight. Tomorrow, any of those early morning showers are going to move out. Will be partly cloudy throughout the rest of the day. bring in a few clouds from the northwest as that flow continues here across the region. Otherwise, it is quiet, calm, and nothing really going on out there. High temperatures tomorrow back into the upper 50s to 60, maybe a degree or two above 60. All in all, though, pretty quiet out there for tomorrow. Clear skies for tonight, mostly clear anyway. We'll call it 34, light winds. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, not quite as warm, still well above normal, though. We're going to be right around 61, and if you wanted it warmer, it's coming both Wednesday and Thursday. Look at Thursday right now. We've got high temperatures Thursday in the mid-70s. Yeah, that is pretty impressive. We'll fall back into the 50s. That's still above normal through the weekend. Start next week in the low 60s, and then it looks like by the middle portions of next week, we're going to see a little more active weather here across the high plains. But until then, boy, it is gorgeous. Get out and enjoy it.
This is John. He's not an actor or a director, can you tell? He calls himself a steward of the land. And by the looks of the way he nurtures his little corner of the earth, it's safe to say he's the real deal. John runs with us on a John Deere 3 Series tractor because you can never underestimate the value of a little tractor time. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
Well, the high school basketball season arrives in full effect this week. Fall sports now fully behind us as we get set for the winter season to start a little bit later on this week. That means our high school basketball schedule for the Rural Radio Network will get started with the Western Conference Tournament that begins on Thursday. A few area teams taking part in some jamboree scrimmages tonight. That includes the Gering girls and boys squads heading over to play at Bridgeport. Let's start with the Bridgeport girls coming off a 24-5 season that ended in a trip to Lincoln with one win at the state tournament. Head coach Dave Coolin and his team expected back at the state tournament once again this year.
I've got real high expectations. So I mean, just probably every coach that you've had this week said, practice is great. Practice has had some good spots, had some bad spots, like you would expect on the first week. So, our expectations are through the roof this year, and we've just got to live up to that expectation every single day. And when we don't, they hear about it from me.
Bridgeport features one of the best and most recruited players in the state in center Ruthie Loomis-Girdle, the 6'3" junior, on what they learned at the state tournament a year ago.
It's definitely a different game in eastern Nebraska compared to western Nebraska, just as far as physicality, I would say. So getting to play against, in western Nebraska, I don't necessarily see, girls who are 6'3", girls who are 6'2", so getting to play in Lincoln against girls that are my size or bigger it's eye-opening about, okay, what do I need to fix in terms of footwork or just getting in the weight room more. So definitely just being able to play through contact and being tough mentally and physically.
Bridgeport playing Gering tonight in some jamboree games. Here's Dogs head coach Steve Land on expectations for the Gering girls squad this year.
We've got 15 kids up there on the JV varsity level. It's all quality kids. We've had outstanding practices so far, and we have a lot of goals in front of us that we're looking at reaching. I think the biggest one we talked about was hosting a playoff game. So That's a big jump from where we were the last several years. We were just outside the playoffs, and we got our leading scorer back. We got our second and third leading scorers coming back, and we add some freshmen and a transfer from Scottsbluff that's going to make a difference in our program as well.
Gering returns their leading scorer from a season ago in Sydney Winkler in the backcourt. Winkler says they're also going to have some young firepower on this year's roster with freshman Gabby Moreno.
She is super athletic and will contribute a ton. She's super smart, very fundamental. She can shoot too. She's all around just a very good athlete. And I'm super excited to be teammates with her.
And quickly on the boys' side for Gering, the Bulldogs will be the 5 seed in this week's season opening tournament. Head coach Kyle Cotton tells us what the strengths of the team are expected to be.
We have a lot of speed, athleticism. We have more size this year. Guys are just willing to work, put their body on the line, sacrifice for the team. It's just an overall atmosphere, a camaraderie. But yeah, I think the athleticism, we can shoot the ball now, so we're looking forward to it.
Coming up on Thursday here on KNEB.TV, we'll get over to the Scottsbluff side of things for the basketball season with a look at both Bearcat squads with big expectations heading in. Thursday, we'll officially tip off the season with the Western Conference tournaments for the boys and girls with games at Scottsbluff, Gering, and Mitchell. All the first-round matchups and tournament schedules are posted on the website right now. That'll do it for today. The latest from right here at the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar.
What a year 2020 was. Now's the time to get out and travel this summer to see family and friends you were not able to see this last year. Spend more time enjoying your trip by flying United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with daily flights to and from Denver. Reserve your flight today and remember United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. And don't forget, Thrifty Car Rental is here for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and hitch a ride with your BFF, Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, the 38th year of Thanksgiving in the Valley saw yet another record number of meals served Thursday. More than 1,100 meals were put together at the Guadalupe Center in Scottsbluff for delivery and pickup during the day. Turkey roasts were among those offerings prepared by local businesses off-site, with volunteers putting the meals in to-go boxes at the center. The majority of the meals were delivered by volunteer drivers traveling to homes from Bridgeport all the way to Henry. It was the second year the event took place without a dine-in option, with the number of meals served increasing in both years. Rural Radio Scottsville Promotions Director Kendra Feather thanked the volunteers, sponsors, and businesses that chipped in, saying this event would not be possible without them. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.